Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know some of y'all might be really creeped out right now by this video. If you're not familiar, these are Reborn dolls and I created these. I'm a Reborn artist and I have been for about 3 years now. These are the latest 2 babies that I have created, so I decided I would show y'all how I weight and assemble my Reborns. So this little cutie is Denver Rose by Marita Winters. I'm thinking about creating this baby as just a unisex baby. I've been doing that recently where the buyer gets to decide whether they want a boy or a girl. So we got 3 different tones of mohair, beautiful swirl, very realistic. We got some small details on the face. So we got a little scratch right there, a little bit of some baby acne, another little scratch. We got all those undertones. So beautiful baby in general. So the next baby I have here is Bonita by Phil Donnelly. I have this one created as a beautiful biracial skin tone, nice and warm undertones with a thick head of rooted dark brown hair. And I do have it styled to where it's curly, kind of wavy. It's a little messed up, but I'll be posting a video probably about how to curl the doll's hair. But I'm really proud of this doll with the undertones that I was able to achieve, and the eyelashes on this doll I'm honestly so in love with. So the eyelashes and eyebrows I am extremely proud of for this little one. I honestly love it. Those lips are just gorgeous. This one I probably will be marketing as a girl just because I don't know, I just feel that way. So we're gonna start with Denver Rose. As you can see, I have his/her limbs all set out here. The head, you're going to need some glass beads that you can use for weighing. I get mine off of eBay. I buy them in bulk. These ones particularly are really super fine, like sand. I would recommend something maybe a little bit larger or better pantyhose than I use, but you need that. You of course need your stuffing, some pantyhose, and your body. This body particularly comes with zip ties. If your body does not come with zip ties and you want zip ties, you're going to need some zip ties. I get the ones with the little heads at the top compared to regular bigger zip ties. These I also get off of eBay in bulk. So we're gonna start with the limbs. There's really no way that I do this other than just by weight. I make sure to put the cover below there so I can see what I'm doing, and I just use a little Dixie cup and pour the glass beads in there. As you can see, it's in there, so what you want to do is I like to tap the foot, and you can probably see the glass beads way in there, and you can kind of feel around. So I like to kind of bring it like to the knee. So we're gonna need just a little bit more. And depending on the size of the baby too, will also affect what you weigh the baby as. I like to have a lot of weight more towards the bottom half of the baby, so the legs, the bum. So mine is filled probably just above the knee. Gonna grab some stuffing and just stuff that right on in there. You really want to pack it. This is what is going to seal the glass beads into the leg. If you want, you can purchase plugs that you can shove in the limbs and the head, and that's all there is to it. So I'm gonna fill up the rest of these limbs. So once the limbs are all filled and weighted, I like to grab the body and we're gonna start attaching it. Normally there are holes through here. This particular body is from Bountiful Baby and it's like an updated body. So I'm just going to attach the limbs. So you're gonna take the leg and put it in there. I like to hold it like taut and then zip tie and then kind of pull it apart, see how much room there is, and basically I like to make it so that way you can spin the leg kind of easily without it being too tight. Once that's on, just trim the zip tie down. This is going to be sharp right here. Don't worry about that. You can cut that right away if you want. I like to do it at the end, but if you want to cut it right away, I find nail clippers are the best way to go about it. So just get right up on there. Boom. Make sure it's not sharp. So now the limbs are on the body, and this may look creepy to some people, but what you're gonna do next is you're gonna grab some stuffing and you're just gonna put it right in the bum. And some bodies have the little ruching to make the little butt cheeks. So you're just gonna wanna fill that bottom till you have a nice little base. You can see there's a good amount of stuffing at the bottom. We're gonna grab our pantyhose and we're going to open them up. So as you can see, these ones are pretty thin, so they're probably going to bleed through. But basically, I'm just going to fill a little sack of beads. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie this, and because it's a thin pantyhose, we're going to flip it in. We may even have to do it a third time. So now I have this sack of beads. I kind of just go off of weight and size, how I feel fits. Basically, you kind of want to create like a little like nest up in here and then go in and place your weighting. So you just kind of want to like fidget around with it and just kind of get it where you want it to be. Next, you're going to create another small mini bag of beads, and this is going to go right kind of in the chest slash neck area. This helps to add weight as well, but more so just for like the stability of the doll. And then just top it off with some stuffing. Once your doll's body is looking like this, we can slide it out of the way and move on to the head. So the head is quite simple. You just stick a stocking in there and pull it over the opening, just like that. And you're going to fill with the glass beads. This part also is done just by the feel, because you can definitely feel how much weight is in the head. So you don't want it too heavy, but you also want it heavy enough to where it kind of flops. And just again, think about the size of the baby and the goal you're trying to achieve. Once you like the weight, you're just going to tie it off and do a little snip. And grab a bunch of stuffing and just stuff it in there. You want to make sure you don't overstuff your doll's head because it could deform it, but you don't want to understuff it. So you should be able to kind of make it squishy, but it shouldn't be hollow and it shouldn't be too firm. So once you're here, ignore my foot in the background, but you have your head stuffed and weighted and your body all set. You're basically just going to put the head on just like you did the other limbs. Make sure there's no stuffing sticking out. I like to rest the head forward a little bit and just tighten again so that way it's loose enough to spin but not loose enough to pop out. Make sure it's not sharp, and this baby is born. So I'm just now going to do the same thing to this baby. And as you can see, here's some of the details.